the black hole with OG Vibe. I know. Let me give it a couple seconds before I just start babbling. No, but seriously, first of all, you guys, I do a lot of these lives because it makes it easier to kind of get those ideas out of there. I'm good at writing stuff down, but really, I'm like a public speaker, sort of in a sense. So it just really helps me get those ideas out there. And again, nothing I say is meant to be taken as, because I don't know, nothing. It's just that a lot of the times people think you're trying to argue with them or trying to like get one over them or be smarter than them. But really, what we're just doing is, it's just like a math class or just like anything else where you're just taking that information and coming up. But you guys, the title of the video, the energies are very much giving, and here is why. Because I like to talk about, I don't like to really bring my personal life into like this kind of work area and stuff unless it's like a story that's related to a topic that I want to discuss, because it's just, even though my personal life, even though this, like I said, metaphysics and stuff, this is like, it applies to regular life, it applies to everything really. So I guess I'll just talk about the what I'm experiencing over there. It's just like the same way as the economy. Like someone might be treating you bad, but only because the economy is slow. Like it's a scarcity mindset. But the energies right now, they are giving, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what. So there's this thing that happens, and I was watching this video about man, this YouTuber did an amazing job at explaining what was happening. She likes horror things and like scary movies. So she was doing an amazing job at like explaining kind of like twin flames throughout time. And not just with twin flames, but it's really about everything that can resonate something throughout time. It's like right now the energies are very much giving. As I'm saying this, the wind are blowing by because I can feel just a stream of multitude, a stream of plentifulness, like a garden being watered right now. That's what I'm envisioning, a garden being watered. So the energies are very much giving. So when we talk about, the reason I brought up the thing about the twin flames, first of all, let's get a breath in here, y'all. We out here smoking. We didn't even get our breaths in yet. I hope you guys are doing well. Light energy, love energy. Okay, ready? Oh, that feels a lot better. Does that feel good? Okay, one more time. All right, awesome. So yeah, twin flames and throughout time, and kind of like what's happening here. The thing is, the moment of realization, that's the magical moment. Like it could be realizing anything. Like, yeah, don't stress yourself out trying to realize everything at every moment. But there are moments of realization that vibrate throughout time. You think that moment is happening right when you experienced it, but the replica of that moment, like the reflection, how we kind of like come into the same situation that happened twice. The reflection of that moment could have been a scream from the future or like a scream from the past. I'm saying scream because it's like a scream kind of travels, like a shout travels. So like these shouts through time, like something that's always meant to be, but it's just like trying to find its way back to, like trying to find its way back, and it happens through time and it happens through space. So I think that's like a beautiful thing. So right now, when these energies are coming of when these energies of abundance and multiplying are coming through, remember that. That's what you're able to use to remember. Remember, I like that word again. And the word remember makes it sound like it's not as powerful as it's supposed to be, but you're really putting together again that experience, because that experience is coming from within you. And especially when you come together with more people to recreate that experience, that same energy can blow through. We can all experience it like that. So it's really good. And then what happens outside of you is going to feed inside of you, and it's the perpetual loop of positivity or any emotion. Sometimes people try to get some negative emotion, but we're really looking for that loop of positivity. We love we hate psychosis when it comes to bad thoughts, but we really should learn how to love it when it comes to good thoughts, because that's what keeps us circulating through high vibrations. Psychosis is not necessarily a bad thing. These circulating thoughts are not necessarily a bad thing, as long as it's keeping you in a good space of abundance. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is good. So right now, I just want to go ahead and as this energy is passing through, don't miss your opportunity. This video is here for you right now because what we're going to do is take the opportunity to take these blessings as they come and remember this moment. Remember it happening because in the future, when the future comes and you feel like it's just dry outside, you feel like it's dry. Remember, spring up. Ooh, and the wind is blowing. Spring up from within inside of you. These kind of messages spring up from within inside of you. Your mantras of peace and love and light spring up from inside of you. Those things that help you get through the day, because that's what really is going to help us out. I say going to because yeah, we think everything is straight. Everything is straight right now, or so it seems. But the world is rapidly changing, rapidly. I'm talking about in terms of technology. I'm talking about in terms of legislation and everything. It's about to be a whole dynamic shift. It's gonna be like clockwork. Like the clock strike 12 when there's a new hour. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a whole new hour. Like right now, as this stream of abundance is flowing through, bringing in with it all this prosperity and all this peace and everything. Some things are gonna be drowned, and some things are gonna be floating above, and some things are gonna come in the water that you're just gonna want to grab out of there as it comes, because those things can be blessings. Trust me. It's kind of like what we experienced in the storm, but this feels like a flood almost. This feels like a flood. We had the storm, but this must be the flood, baby. This must be the flood. Oh my God, this must be the flood. So, baby, prepare that shit. All right, we're gonna float above. We're gonna have our little nets. We're gonna have our nets, and we're gonna be catching them blessings as they come. All right. Because right now what's going to happen is a flood. It's gonna pass away every old nasty thing that we've had to experience. It's going to pass away all that. Watch us create out of abundance. We lived in a world. We lived, ed. We lived in a world where, you know, people had to take advantage of each other. People needed to take advantage of each other because that was the bottom line as far as capitalism goes and stuff like that. Because the thing is, people don't realize top down, that's the mentality. What is a government? And I'm going to say this again. Government means governed mentality. Government, right? Governed mentality. Does that make sense? Is that hyper theoretical? Is that conspiracy that the word government literally means governed mentality, to govern your mind? Is that a conspiracy? No, it's the government. They make laws for you to follow because they want to control, not in a negative sense. You control your kids by telling them don't touch a hot stove, but in the sense that parents don't always have the right answers either. So your parent government doesn't always have the right answers either. So you really have to come into awareness of yourself. Is what we're really talking about. So government. And this is what Jesus was trying to do when he said, write the laws on your heart. He wanted you to govern your own mentality. But government. So when it comes to government, and when we're talking, when we're talking about legislation, when we're talking about rights, when we're talking about everything, it's a mentality. A lot of the ways that we treat each other is due to our government. They'd be like, that's not normal. You got to do this, this, and that. And they're only telling you literally based off of how their economy works. Like, if you were in, like, we buy and trade different in America than we do in a different country. We talk a lot about on this channel about how metaphors create our reality, how the metaphors that we speak create the world that we live in. So if we're in a system where companies, bottom line is to, only make money, not really care about their citizens. What do you think the mass, population's mentality is going to be from the government from the government if it's top down? What do you think the population's, mentality is going to be? What do you think their government mentality is going to equate to? Like, there comes a point where we need disassociation. This is what we talk about mental illness and, like, in life in general. There comes a point where you need a disassociation. Like, okay, hold up. I'm not my government. I'm actually not my country. I'm actually a human being that was born on a planet, on a rock in the middle of space. And I have the right to exist here, and I have the right to be here. And, okay, and if I was in this condition, I was in this human condition, what would I need to survive? Like, what would I actually need to survive on this planet? First of all, you need shelter, you know, you need food, you need water. After that comes community. Community turns into like civilization or something, right? And then we have ideas being spread from nation to nation, tongue to tongue, you know, all of it coming from a place that we're learning more and more every day. Didn't you learn something new today than you did yesterday? Like, isn't that what happens? Like, affording ourselves the right to learn new things, like giving ourselves the right to be open to knowledge, right? Hmm. And tell me that's wrong. Tell me it's wrong. Tell me it's wrong to be in knowledge. Tell me it's wrong. I just it's not about me. It's not about me. This is about it's about you, like your life. Like, I'm sitting here in front of this camera, but at the same time, when you go home, you know, I want to help you, but I'm not there to do it. I'm not there to be able to do it. Like, I want to be able to give you, like, if you feel like you're looking at me and you see like someone that's in joy, someone that's in peace, like I did, there is a method to that. There's a method that I believe I'm coming to my peace and every day, and I can perceive the world in such a way, and I can go forward and attack my ideas, and I can go forward for my dreams, and coming to the understanding of creating solutions. Like, I just want to give that to you. That's all I want to give to you. That's it. And then after that, I hope that you would just take that and make a beautiful world, because when I go outside, I just want to see what you're able to create. Like, in general, like I just want to see what you're able to create. I want to observe it. I want to see the mystery and beauty in it, and I just want to like bask in it. Like wow, that came from a special, beautiful person like you. Like, that's amazing. So that's what I mean to that point. So yeah, you guys, I just hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing good. Everything right now is just is happening. When we feel these, when we feel these things happening, we want to go into nature. We want to go into ourselves. We really want to take all the good, beautiful things that come with it, because these are times that are, they're seldom had. They're seldom had. It's a blessing in disguise. People talk about, dark magic and darkness, and I'm sorry, but under the cover of night, Jesus said he's gonna come like a thief in the night. We're talking about this like it's something that was just not seen. It was unforeseen, and we use that. The unseen, the unknown. We use that to cultivate knowledge. That's what we mean. That's what we mean. That's what I mean. So we use that to cultivate knowledge. We use that to cultivate our experiences. And that's such a beautiful thing to be a part of. So always stay in light and always stay in love. Always stay in peace and joy. Cause it's so easy. It's so easy to just be boom. Gravity is like there, right? Gravity is there. As physicists, as metaphysicists, we know gravity is there, right? So that means what we gotta do is just float above. We gotta fly above it, and we're gonna make it right for ourselves. We're gonna make it right for ourselves. Cause yeah, it's that globe, it's that sphere, it's that beautiful place that we're looking at all together, that we share in. This is a beautiful sphere that we share. You know what? And just in this moment, let's just go ahead and bring some light energy in here. If you're watching this video, I hope that you are blessed tenfold, 20-fold, 30-fold, 50-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. I hope you are blessed. I hope you are blessed. I hope you are blessed. And I hope the spirit of prosperity moves through your room. I hope the spirit of joy moves through your room. I hope the spirit of peace moves through your room. I hope the spirit of happiness moves through your room. I hope the spirit of strength moves through your room, so you can push out everything that is not of you, everything that does not want to see you grow, everything that's not want to see you persevere, push it out, push it out. Mm. And we just want to always make sure that, you know, we're really keeping that right. We're getting it up, you guys. We're getting it up. It's about coming into contact with nature and communication with nature. We had an episode about communication on Metaphysics 101. So we're coming into communication. Again, the love and joy that you experience, this is a good thing to have. This is a good thing to have because that's what really empowers you. Like love empowers you. You can see like how you could love you, like you could love somebody, you know, and they empower you to make moves. You got to love yourself to empower yourself to make moves. You got to eat right to empower your body to want to get up to make moves. You got to think right to empower your mind to want to get up to make moves. And you got to do that for yourself so that way you can want to get up to make moves. You got to do that for yourself. You got to feed yourself. You got to clothe yourself. You got to make sure that you are right. You got to make sure that you come into balance with yourself. Sometimes, yeah, that means disassociating from who you think you are. Yeah, that's a disassociation. That's right. Disassociating from who you think you are. Because who you think you are says, I want to eat 3 pies today. Knowing damn well you can't eat them damn 3 pies today because they're not good for your health. Don't do it. And then the you that knows it's not good for your health is sitting right here like, look at you, look at you. And you're like, well, this is me. I'm gonna just do it anyway. No, no, baby, no. Listen to that other one, bro. So now just listen to the other one. Right? Disassociate for a second and just really see, like, okay, let me do what's right. Let me gather the evidence and do what's right. Let me gather the evidence and live in a world that I want to be a part of. Let me gather the evidence to live in a world that looks, beautiful to me. That you get to add your little inspiration to the world. You get to add your piece. I say your little, I mean you get to add your massive piece of inspiration to the world. You get to add your massive piece of beauty to the world. So when people don't realize it, that they're thinking God at the same time they're thinking you because they did because you put that in there too. Like you put that in there too, and God's gonna bless you for that. God said, "Thank you, for making my job a little easier, right?" God said, "Thank you for making my job a little easier, like because you put that beauty out into the world. Like do that. Like it's a community, it's a kingdom, it's an atmosphere. It's all that stuff that creates that experience. So that's what we're doing. Like we're creating a beautiful experience." This has been a car talk. We're going ham, you guys. I can't wait to see you guys. We're gonna do so much. We're gonna do so much. Want to go out in nature, and we're gonna communicate with nature. We're gonna communicate with nature. And it's gonna be beautiful. So we love to see that. That's what we like to do. So we like that. I gotta go get. I'm right now on my tablet. I'm letting my phone charge because yeah, I'm gonna go with you guys. We can go chill real quick. The bees in the car. The bees in the bed. Bees in the bed. All right, you guys. I love you guys so much. Fucking talk.